G'day, Alex from Lumsden Agency. I'm here with Paul from Blanket Patrol. Blanket Patrol is a group of individuals who get together once a week to go out and provide blankets and warm clothes and essential items to people who are living rough on the streets. Paul, welcome. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Tell me what Blanket Patrol is in your words.
Blanket Patrol to me it's a way of serving our community. I've been doing this for many years, but there was a real gap in the market where people living on the streets, they don't have access to the things that we would take for granted at home. That's blankets and pillows and sheets and towels and warm clothing. So we decided to put together a kind of a patrol that goes around the city area, taking those blankets out to them. The big charities tended to not help with that, or they could put in an order but it would arrive a week later. They need it now.
Especially right now coming into winter, I can imagine there's a lot of people who don't have very warm clothes, they're sleeping on concrete. I mean, it must be horrible to not have a blanket or a sleeping bag.
Well, look, absolutely. They sleep on concrete, you're right. Winter it's particularly tough, but even in the summer we find people that are trying to bed down on concrete. Now, without anything under them, even on a warm night, that's so difficult. So very often we fold doonas in half and make a mattress and then put a blanket over them. And that's the kind of thing we can do by this contribution.
Yeah, that's amazing. And so everything is donated?
Look, we're 100% crowdsourced. So what we do, we call out to the community and people donate to us the blankets, the doonas, the sheets. One lady knits us beanies. And we have all that available to them, and it's 100% from the community.
And how did you get into it personally?
Look, I was involved for 35 years for one of the big charities, and I got tired of the corporatisation, tired of all the meetings and the planning. With doing this, I just make my own decisions, and I love working with the homeless, I love working with the poor. So this was my opportunity just to get out there and continue to do what I'd done for all those years, but to do it under my rules, under my guidelines.
One of the things that I noticed the most when we came out together, when we went out together, was how much they just enjoy the human interaction, which I guess they just don't get every day. Tell me why that's so important to them.
Well, they're lonely, they don't have a lot of conversation, and they love seeing new people. Some of them are in groups, so they've got themselves to talk to all day, but seeing someone different, seeing someone who cares, seeing someone who wants to talk to them, the conversation's even more important than the blanket, the beanie, or the clothes, because they enjoy it so much. They love that interaction.
I mean, there's so many homeless people in the city right now, but tell me about the regulars that you see every week and how important it is for them.
Look, I see lots of regulars. We know them by name, which is fantastic, because that's a man's name is so important to him, or a woman. One example of a guy, there was a guy I helped for a long time. He lived on the street and he's since been housed, and I keep in touch with him, and he's now moved up to the Newcastle area, but we keep in contact, and he knows that he's got my number if ever anything's wrong. I ring him just to have a yarn. So it's good seeing people on the street. It's also seeing when they're rehoused or housed, we get to keep in contact with them, which is really good.
So last time I came out with you guys, we met at your house, we grabbed blankets out of your garage, we drove in your car. Tell me, what overheads do you have?
We have no overheads. That's the great thing about it. We have no overheads, we have no staff, we use our mobile phones, we use our own laptop, and we use our own cars and our own petrol. And that's what I love about it, because the blanket that someone donates me today, somebody has it the next day.
Yeah, you're not really looking for monetary donations. No. It's more about the objects, blankets, anything that people have lying around at home, old doonas.
But we actually avoid having money. We just take goods. Now sometimes out of our own pockets we go and buy some little potato chips, some fruit, some bottles of water. We give those out as we go around also. But majority, 99% of what we give is all donated, and then the next day we give it out, or the next week we give it out. And we appreciate businesses like yours getting on board with us. It's really important, because sometimes when we work on the street, it's a lonely existence for us. When people get behind us, it really helps. When you're out on the street, you know, and our members know that companies are helping us, and that helps us survive, but it also encourages us when we're on the street. It's so important.
So tell me how people can get involved if they want to. How can they help?
There's a few ways. We're sort of a little unsophisticated. We don't have web pages and that kind of thing, but we do have Facebook. So you can jump onto Facebook. All you got to do is look up Blanket Patrol, jump onto our Facebook, and we're operating now in the Central Coast, Sydney CBD, Liverpool, South Coast, Fairfield. Jump on board, and even if people want to start their own little chapter where they are, we're really open to that as well.
Excellent. Yeah, that's good. And the link is also on our website, www.lumsden.agency. The Blanket Patrol Facebook link is there too if anybody wants to get in contact. Thanks, Paul. Thanks for being here today.
No, thanks, Alex.